Hi, I'm Rory from eSpares, and in this video I'm going to show you how to replace the fan, oven and motor in this electric cooker. Now I'm using a Zanussi built-in electric cooker in this video, but the process is really similar for all domestic electric ovens. Now fans come in three parts. There's the motor, which sits behind the oven cavity, the fan blade, which sits inside the oven cavity, and a fixing nut as well. And yeah, these are usually sold as three separate spare parts. You can also get universal fans and motors, which will fit most make and model of cooker, but I'm going to use the genuine replacement in this video because it's always recommended that you do where possible. So how will you know if your fan is broken? Well, it's really easy. All you need to do is switch the oven on, open the door, and if the fan isn't spinning, then it will need to be replaced. Safety first. Do make sure that your cooker is switched off at the wall before you get to work. There should be a switch in the general vicinity. If not, have a look in the units, like above, below, to the side. Just make sure it is switched off. And because fans are situated at the back of the cooker, if you have a built-in cooker like this one, you'll need to remove it from its cavity. And that will involve just removing the screws either side of the cavity and then lifting out and unplugging any cables at the back. Now, once you've done all this and you've got your cooker in a nice open space and you see you can work on it, the first thing you need to do is just remove the door. Now, on most oven doors, there'll be a latch on either hinge, which, when moved into the open position, will allow you to close the door up and lift it out. I now need to remove the back panel from the cooker. It's held in place by Torx head screws. You can get a Torx set at the eSpares website. I'm just going to use a Torx bit on the end of a screwdriver. Right, now I just need to remove this front panel here. It's held in place by 4 Torx head screws. Now just going to remove the nut. It's reverse thread, so it loosens the opposite way to what you might think. You can use a spanner or a pliers if yours is a bit tight. And now I can just take the fan off as well. So now you can see the existing fan motor. You can see how the new one will sit. What you'll need to do is remove any wires. This one has an earth terminal, but it isn't earthed. Yours might be. Either way, just make sure to get a photograph so you know which way to put the wires onto the new one. You can then uncouple just like that. Now it's just a case to remove this one of taking out the 3 holding screws. It then comes away just like that. I can now put the new fan motor in. Just slots in just like that. And then I can put the screws in, reattach the wires, and then put the back panel back onto the cooker. I can now put the blade on and the nut. Remember, it tightens the opposite direction to what you think. If you want to get it really tight, use a socket wrench or a pliers. There you go, that's good. Now all that remains for me to do is put the front panel back on and then refit the door. Don't forget to put the latches down on the door when you're refitting it. That's how easy it is to fit a fan oven motor on an electric cooker. Before we get cooking again, you'll just want to give a bit of a clean to the inside of the oven because there'll probably be a bit of debris in there from the work you've just done. Fan oven motors for all make and model of cooker are available at the eSpares website. Thanks for watching.